we've got a packed weekend ahead of us, so I thought it'd be fun to bring you all along. We're starting off strong by doing our final clinical examination in med school today. I'm in my last year right now, and every year we have something called an osce, which is essentially where there's 5 to 10 stations for you to demonstrate your ability to do clinical skills. And in first and second year, it was mainly like do a history or do a physical exam. But this year, they're really trying to make it more comprehensive. So there's going to be some history taking, physical exams, and counseling stations. And I'm feeling a bit nervous because it was a bit difficult to study for it. In previous years, you could just review the exams and you'd be set. But I think this time you really have to rely on the knowledge that you've learned over the course of the 4 years and apply it in these scenarios, because there's like so many topics that they can pick from. So I studied some high yield ones, reviewed the exams, but I'm feeling a little bit nervous going into it. Yeah, let's go. Okay, just finished, and okay, it was fine. But there's definitely some things where they asked and I was like, I have no idea. Like we had to interpret imaging for one of them and I was like, how did breath go uphill? Okay, I never finished my thought, but to clarify, this year, at the end of most stations, we either had to do a verbal or written response to a question. And in the past, all you had to do was like complete the station, that was it. But this year, they really tried to test us on our knowledge of like risk factors, the diagnoses, complications, investigations, etc. So there were some stations where I was confident in my answer, but there were a few where I wasn't too sure. And obviously those ones stand out in my mind more than the ones that, like I knew I had in the bag. So I think I was being a bit dramatic. Overall, upon further reflection, I think it went pretty well. In order to pass, you have to pass 60% of the stations. And even though maybe I had some stumbles, I think I passed at least that much. And now I'm actually going to run to Kauda with Mina. If you watched a few vlogs ago, one of the local cafes has $5 frozen oat matcha slush, and it used to be just a January feature, but they brought it back for February, and today's the last day where they have that deal available. So I'm gonna go run and then get a treat, and yeah, feels like a weight off my chest, which I'm glad for. I've just washed my face and I'm getting ready all over again. Normally I just hop in the shower, but I think my friends are going to want to do something tonight. Since there's so many students in our class, some people are still doing the exam now and won't finish until around dinner time. So I'm anticipating maybe either going out for dinner or grabbing drinks with some of my friends this evening. I need to pick up some groceries, and Mina wants to go to Richmond to run some errands. So I think I'm just gonna go along with her to just go to the mall, browse. Don't really have much else planned. It's always nice to be able to relax and have some time off after an exam. So that's why I didn't schedule anything for this afternoon. And I guess like an update on my running progress. So I mentioned a few videos back that I'm doing the BMO half marathon this year, which is in around 2 months from now. And then I'm also doing High Rocks Ottawa 2 weeks after that. So I've been settling into like a pretty good routine. I've been running, honestly, I should be running more, but I've been running around 3 times a week and then also doing some strength training as well. I think overall I do need to start building up some more mileage, but I'm feeling good in terms of where my training is right now. And last year I finished with like a 2 hour 20 something minute time, which is good because I feel like it's very feasible to beat that this year. My original like dream goal is to get under 2 hours, but I didn't realize like you literally have to run at a 5-minute pace, 5-minute something pace for the whole race, and I don't know if I can do that. So yeah. I still don't really have a feasible goal pace in mind, but over the next month or so, I'm just going to keep upping my mileage as well as starting to incorporate more High Rocks specific training. There is going to be quite a lot happening in the next couple of days. Tomorrow, I'm planning to have a girls' day in the morning, do some headshots, and also host for Lunar New Year in the evening. And then on Monday, we're starting our final rotation of med school. I'm doing public health, and I don't really know what to expect yet because they haven't given me my schedule or anything related to it, and I just need to show up on the first day to see how it is. And then Tuesday is match day, which is where we go for residency next year, which is crazy to say. Yeah. I'm really just trying to soak in the rest of the time that I have here in the city with my friends and school. I'm like pretty sure that I will be moving next year. So really just trying to be like present and yeah, appreciate where I currently am in my journey because so much change is happening soon. Also do some hair oil. Okay, let's go tackle the afternoon. To vlog at the grocery store, but I'm gonna do a quick haul. First up, one of my favorite things ever from TNT is their raisin tray bun. It's basically like this brioche bun with raisins inside and it's so good. Then I got some supplies for dumpling making tomorrow. So we just got these chives, some shrimp. We're gonna be doing shrimp, egg, and chive dumplings. I wasn't sure how much shrimp to get, so I got 3 packs, which might have been overkill, but if it is, then I can just eat the rest myself. And then there was these eggs. And I normally don't buy this many, but this was on sale. 2 packs of 18 for like $20. So there we go. I really hope none of them are broken, but I couldn't really inspect them before I picked it up. And then at the end of Lunar New Year celebrations, there's I don't know what that is in English, but you're supposed to eat these little mochi balls with sweet filling. So I got 2 of these because it was buy 2 for $6. This one's just like a bigger version of this. Okay, the original plan was to get some drinks with the girls, but things sort of fell through, like people ended up not showing up. And so just a very few of us ended up hanging out at someone's house, and now I'm on my way home. I was expecting like a late night, but I'm not complaining. For this early evening, I'll go home, do everything, shower, put on a face mask, and get a good night's rest. I've been totally off my reading game this month. I've only read a couple of chapters, but the book club that I do with my friends, we're planning to meet next week to discuss the book The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. So it's time for me to read the whole thing this week. Let's get cleaning. Here's today's outfit. This top I got from Woo to See You on Main Street, and these pants are from Nouvelle, which is also a boutique there. They're actually Carhartt jeans, and I absolutely love how many pockets they have. And then I'm wearing my silver Onitsuka Tigers with this burgundy bag from Lou & Hyde. Are back in because I have a self-portrait session in around 45 minutes. I had my grad photos done a couple weeks ago and I just didn't love how they turned out. I think in general, I don't really like when people take pictures of me and I prefer doing it myself. So I wanted some nice photos to sort of commemorate this time of finishing med school and entering residency. And there's this place in Vancouver called Memoir where you get 15 minutes to take headshots of yourself in like a professional setup with good lighting, good camera gear, etc. Jenna and Kenzie did a session in the fall and they said it was great. And I just wanted some nice pictures. So I have some scrubs, got my stethoscope, got a jacket. By the time you see this video, I've probably already posted them on Instagram, but yeah. Since I'm already downtown, I also thought I would stroll to Robinson Street and pop into the new Peak Performance store. I've been wanting to see their items in person, and then on the way back to the train, we can do some window shopping as well. Okay, I'm hosting my friends this evening to celebrate Lunar New Year and to make dumplings together. I did the same thing last year and it was so fun. Ben helped me prep the dough and the dumplings before everyone came. And then we just like, I don't know what the English word is, like ball. We made them together. And so this year I was a little delayed on the prep because I ran out of flour and had to go to the grocery store, but I just made 2 of those dough balls. I think we need to make around 100 dumplings. So I'm not sure if I should still make a 3rd. My friends are coming soon. I still need to finish setting up the apartment and then I'll start prepping the filling as people trickle in and then I'll put them to work.
I understand what you mean.
I'm exhausted. That was such a fun evening. I forgot to even show the dumplings in the end, but we made a whole bunch. We had a little assembly chain going on and just caught up. So it was the perfect way to spend the evening and to do like an activity together. I still need to unfortunately go clean up before I can finally start unwinding for bed. And I know it's just better to do it now rather than put it off until tomorrow. So let's go do it.
Every night I try to love, but your heart is made of stone. All my tears, they fall like rain, yet you leave me here alone. I give you all I have inside. You pretend it's all pretend. Your empty eyes, they break me down. Will this torment never end? Endless pain, it's all I know. Hurt me more or let me go. In this game, my heart will lose. Change your ways or set me loose. Cold nights and colder days, living in the shadows.
This brings us to the end of the weekend. This upcoming week is going to be a big one. I'm starting a new rotation tomorrow. It's my final rotation of 4th year. I'm doing 1 month of public health, and honestly I have no idea what the day-to-day is going to look like or what the expectations are going to be. So I'm going to show up tomorrow at 8:30 and see where it takes us. Before I go to sleep tonight, I'm going to keep reading my book. I think I mentioned the title, The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Honestly, I'm not loving it so far. I know it's a really popular book, but I'm around a quarter of the way done. The book is set during World War II and follows the perspectives of 2 sisters, and one of them is very much like a rule follower, like is doing whatever the Germans want them to do, and then one of them is very much like wants to rebel and fight with the resistance. So there's also like conflict there, and I'm just not loving the book because I feel like the characters are exactly like the archetype without much depth. Like all the actions they take and what happens is like exactly what you'd predict, and to me it just like makes me frustrated at their naivety that they can't even like think about the other perspectives really, and instead are just like grounded to that archetype. If we were gonna discuss it next week, I would probably not even finish it. I mean, I guess like the way the author writes is not bad. But also I guess it's not great because I am not understanding why these like characters are naive. Thank you so much. I'm gonna read probably a chapter or two and then go to bed. So thank you so much for watching today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed. Not much studying was done, but it was a very eventful weekend and I feel recharged after spending time outside with my friends and ready to tackle a busy month ahead. See you all next time. Bye. Hey guys, happy match day. I'm very excited to be heading to Toronto to finish my training. I think it'll be really great for me to grow both personally and professionally there. And even though I absolutely love British Columbia and see myself coming back in the future, then I think it'll be nice to be surrounded by more of my community members and be closer to family. And there's so many opportunities there in the city. So I think it's a really exciting time. Obviously, today is a very emotional day for many people. There's people who match their top choices and people who went pretty far down their list. And so I think everyone's emotions are running high, whether that be positive or negative. And I'm just really grateful to have matched one of my top choices and to feel excited about this opportunity that I have moving forward. I know I've mentioned this in a previous vlog, but I don't know if I've said it just now. I'm gonna be a family doctor. And so my residency is only 2 years, then the world is really my oyster afterwards. So it feels like just recently I was moving here and starting med school and meeting all these friends, and time really does fly by. Like, so much has changed. But yeah, at the same time, it also feels like it passed by in the blink of an eye. And it feels sort of bittersweet leaving this apartment, this city, and the life that I've built here. But I'm excited overall for the next step of my journey. And I'm about to go celebrate with the rest of my classmates, but I wanted to film this just to capture how I'm feeling in real time. Yeah.